What's going on, guys? This is going to be the first video of my channel. This is going to be a commentary channel. I'll do commentary on things that happen online or videos that I see that I just want to talk about. So I've wanted to do a commentary channel for a really long time, but I just never thought I could because I'd always be late to everything happening. All like the drama or whatever new video comes out. So I think I'm able to catch this pretty early. Everyone's talking about it just today, but I might be delayed on actually posting it. But I figured I'd just go ahead and try it. So today we're going to be talking about Joe Rogan's comments on playing video games. And let me just say that I really like Joe Rogan, and I like his podcast, and I enjoyed his commentary in UFC. I understand the point that Joe Rogan is trying to make about video games, but I think there's a point where his argument falls short. And we're going to be going through that today. Let's show the clip.
And they seek refuge in drugs or video games or something that stimulates them.
I like how he says drugs or video games like they're on the same level or some shit.
And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun.
Addictive.
And you don't, yeah, well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jiu-jitsu, and then 3 years later, you're like an elite jiu-jitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
I think it's funny how he likes to bring martial arts into everything he says, but that's aside the point.
And then you see your jiu-jitsu school, and your jiu-jitsu instructor has all these students and drives a Mercedes, and he's got a nice family, and like that's the future. This way, you're doing something exciting and fun, and you don't. Or you could just be playing video games. 3 years later, you could be that same kid just playing video games, waiting for the next whatever the game is, next Xbox game to come out, and you're gonna waste your time.
He brings up the point that you could play video games and you don't really go anywhere in life. It's not money making like how you could do with opening up a school if you learn jiu-jitsu. And I think this argument is pretty weak because you could say that about literally any other form of entertainment that isn't money generating. If someone wants to birdwatch, let them birdwatch, and I'm not going to say like, oh, you're wasting your life, you're wasting your time birdwatching. No. People do things because it's fun, and that's how they like to spend their time. I understand what he's trying to say, and how you could do other things to better fill your time or to give you a better setup for your future, pretty much. And I agree to this point to a certain extent. Me personally, when I just sit around playing video games without creating content, like how I have for the past couple months, I just felt really, just bad about myself. So I started streaming, and now I'm starting making these YouTube videos, and I feel a lot better when I'm creating content. But I feel like there's such a stigma around gamers, and it's so easy for society to shit on gamers because that's what they've pretty much always done. And he gives such an emphasis on wasting time, like every time you play, it's just wasting time. But I'm listening to your podcast, that could be considered wasting time, right? And that's the main part where this argument falls short. I mean, we all have things that we do that aren't money generating or don't set us up for a better future, but that doesn't mean that we can't do them. But of course, everything needs to be done in moderation because there are those people that have extreme addictions and make the rest of us look bad. And then they go on Dr. Phil and get roasted by him, and then end up making a living for themselves being a rapper. But anyways, let's get on with the rest of it.
You have children. I have children, and it's a big battle in the house.
Yes.
And my kids, I don't know if you're going through this, but my kids are now saying, "Well, Dad, this guy made all this money with this video game. That he's a man."
That's real too. That's
right?
real too now.
So like that's 1 in a billion, kid.
I don't know if it's 1 in a billion, but look, I heard the same argument about comedy. My own parents were like, "Do you know how few people make it as a comedian?" I was like, "Okay, does anybody make it? Somebody makes it, right? They figure out how to do it. They make a living. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Just stop. I know what I'm doing."
I don't know why this guy's saying 1 in a billion. Then that would mean there are 7 people maximum that are making money off video games. Gaming content creators could fall under YouTube or Twitch or whatever other medium, but content creators can make a lot of money, and there's a lot of them. Look at how many gaming channels there are on YouTube that are successful, and look how many Twitch streamers there are. And it's not only about money, It's about playing games that you like to play and having a good time. And trust me, I stream on Twitch for 3 viewers max every single day. I'm playing games that I like, so it's gonna be fun nonetheless. I don't get any donations, I don't get any subs, but it's fun. And I get to build a community, I get to meet new people and stuff, and yeah, it's been awesome streaming just for the past, 5 days, but I feel like they put too much emphasis on, oh, are you making money or not? Instead of, oh, are you having fun? And are you actually enjoying what you do?
I was real lucky that my parents were not around very much, so I didn't get much advice. So I figured it out myself. So there was no one telling me I couldn't do it.
Got it.
So
Green fields.
I was like, I'm gonna find my way through this. And since no one's telling me it's impossible, no one's telling me I can't. Occasionally I would hear someone say, what are the odds? I'm like, listen to this fucking loser. That's my thought, was always like, that guy's a loser. Like, if you think like that, you're a loser. But there are kids that make a lot of money playing video games. But the thing is, like, you have to be adaptable. You have to be able to play multiple video games, because the one video game that you get really good at, what are the odds that's going to be around 5 years from now?
Right.
And there's some truth to that. When Fortnite was big, everyone just started migrating to making Fortnite videos, and then once that died out, boom, now everyone's on to the next big thing, and people try to adapt. And yeah, you do need to be adaptable, because making the same old content every single time for years on end, it gets boring. I think that the reason viewers and subscribers, the reason that they stick around is not just because of the game that you play, but it's the content and your personality that matter. You could play a plethora of different games, and your viewers won't matter, because they're going to stick with you through everything just because they like your personality that much. At least that's how I see it. I may be wrong.
Don't make money off Quake though, right? Not really.
Nah, really.
No.
A couple, one or two guys do, I think.
Yeah, see, it's you got to pick the right game. You know, you could be
And what are you
obsessed with
gonna
the
do? What
wrong
are you gonna do? You're
game.
gonna spend 5-10 hours a day in that
You
house?
have to.
Right.
You would have to.
I think ever since quarantine, a lot of people have been gaming just a lot more, just because of how much extra time that we have. And I do agree, sometimes I need to keep things in moderation, which I fail to do. But I'm not going to say to someone that their hobby that doesn't create money is a waste of time. Besides that, I really like Joe Rogan, and I really like the Joe Rogan podcast, and one of his main points were about how you should just go for your dream, and to not let anyone else tell you different. I mean, look at me. This is my first video, and I plan to make more. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. I'm usually really late to these trends or like new videos that come out, so leave a comment in the comment section. I really don't know, but it'd help out a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.